Hola, and welcome to Dos Corazones, the channel where we explore our two passions, football and traveling. Today, we're going to talk about one of my most favorite places on earth, Medellin. If you found this video, I already know that your head is in the right place because you're interested in Medellin, you love Medellin, or you're going back to Medellin. So, no matter what, you found the right place because today I'm going to give you 4 secrets, 4 travel hacks to set your trip apart and to really have a unique experience and experience something that most people that do a short-term trip to Medellin just don't get to experience. Travel hack number 1, Pueblito Paisa. It is basically a model town of what you would find on the countryside of Antioquia. Great views of the city. You may have already heard about Pueblito Paisa, but what I'm going to tell you about is a very special place where you can get lunch there. It's called Arepas con Todo. You've probably heard of arepas, especially in Antioquia. They're just this plain little piece of bread, basically, with no flavor. However, at Pueblito Paisa, if you go to the end of the food court, of course, go down the stairs, you see all the different places serving you food with the menu. Go down to the very end. There's a lady named Demetria, and her place is called Arepas con Todo, and it will be the best arepa you have ever had. It's filled with so much stuff, and it's not done Venezuelan style ever. It's unlike anything you've ever had that's been called an arepa. So highly recommend it. Again, Pueblito Paisa, super great views. You're gonna love it. But arepas con todo. That's hack number 1. Hack number 2 is Sabaneta. Now, maybe over the years you've been saying you gotta check out somewhere else, somewhere different than Poblado. It's true, you do. But here's a very specific way where you can go see a different part of Medellin that's safe, fun, everything you need to see to understand Medellin and see what it's all about. But it's so simple. You just go to the end of the metro. It's 2 stops from the end. Remember, when you're going south, La Estrella is the last one. When you're going north, Niquia. North, Niquia with an N, easy to remember. But head towards La Estrella station. The second to last one is Sabaneta. Just when you get out the station, follow everybody. They'll take you straight into the middle of Sabaneta. You'll be able to find restaurants, little shops, I guess. But really, you can just get something good to eat and watch a real Antioquian city, or basically a suburb of Medellin, I guess you could say. One thing you got to check out while you're there is the famous buñuelos. They're huge down there in Sabaneta. They're like this big around rather than like the golf ball sized ones. They're amazing, super famous. In Sabaneta, you can just sit on the square, people watch, or if you go at night, there's these places where you can get drinks outside, listen to Colombian music, and watch the world go by. It's amazing. There is part of this hack is kind of a half hack that you gotta know about when you go to Colombia, or really South America in general. It's called Menu de Dia. Menu de Dia is kind of like it sounds. It's menu of the day. We have this concept in America where you go to lunch or dinner and you see these special menu items that are only available short time, usually one day. It's the same way with Menu de Dia, but it's a lunch thing. You're walking down the sidewalk, you see the chalkboard, and it has a few options, or maybe just one combination, one dish, and the price, and that's it. You have to try Menu de Dia. I found a Menu de Dia in Sabaneta. It was amazing. It was like 2 blocks from the main square. It was called Donde Lucho. Just everything fresh, homemade. I met the lady that made it. Her name was Margarita. Amazing, like amazing tasting chicken with this awesome sauce. I couldn't believe it. She was calling it a Japanese sauce, her own recipe. She made a salad in a really unique way with carrots and green beans and purple cabbage, like no lettuce, not basic at all. The little cream sauce she had on her potatoes was to die for. I mean, it's authentic cooking at a super reasonable price. The one with the Japanese chicken, I only paid 16,000. And I know it's weird to say Japanese chicken, but that's what the lady said. I mean, it was delicious. 16,000 pesos, so at the time, you know, less than $4. It comes with soup. It comes with fresh juice, you know, blackberry juice, pineapple juice, maracuya, passion fruit, you name it, strawberry, fresa. I mean, the juices in Colombia are amazing, and that's the thing about Menú de Dia. They always include the juice. I love it. So, sabaneta and the Menú de Dia, that's hack number 2. Really set your trip apart, find something authentic. Travel hack number 3 is the La Aurora Metro cable station. If you've been researching Medellin, you've probably heard about these cable cars that are part of the metro system, part of public transit. Yes, they are amazing because it's literally like Disney World, but not having to pay for it. You get to pay public transportation prices, but you get great views, great scenes. It's amazing. I'm gonna show you this clip of La Aurora Station. It tells you in there, I'll tell you how to get there, but this is something that you want to do when you go to your Comuna 13 tour. I know that if you're going to Medellin for the first time, you're gonna go to Comuna 13 and everything, but this travel hack, the La Aurora Metro cables or the cable car to La Aurora Station is from San Javier Station, and so you will be there when you go to your Comuna 13 tour. And you might even see people walking up the stairs to go get on the metro cables. It is so worth it. It's included in your price to ride the metro. How awesome is that? And look at this clip. The views are amazing. Hello, here we are in La Aurora Metro Cable Station in Medellin. Welcome, come here. Not many people come to this station, but it gives you a great viewpoint of the city. Very quickly, in the far distance, you'll have the southern barrios, Envigado, Sabaneta, Iguaí. You can't even see those, they're so far away. But if you come in the middle here, you have the airport. It only has small planes, so don't expect to get a price there. Coming up this way, if you come over here, you can see Pueblito Paisa. It's the little green hill in the middle. Also, you have El Estadio and Laureles, those neighborhoods in the middle there. And on the other side of this hill, directly in front of me, is the famous Comuna 13. I highly recommend people coming on this stretch of the metro system. This is the metro cables come all the way up here, up the mountain. Great views, and it's really the only place you can see the whole valley and all of Medellin. It's beautiful, guys. Highly recommend it. You can take this line from San Javier Station. It's the same station where you get the Comuna 13 tours. But take it all the way to the end, guys. Just come here, enjoy the view. It's beautiful. Welcome to Medellin. So I don't know about you, but if I spend too much time walking on concrete, I just need some nature. Either I gotta go on a hike some mountain, find some waterfall, go to some beach. Just put my feet on something that isn't a concrete sidewalk or street, right? Well, the 4th travel hack for Medellin is a wonderful hike that you will love if you're a hiker. It is called Cerro Volador, and it is a large hill in the middle of the city again, but more north than Pueblito Paisa. From there you get great views of the city, but it's just this awesome place where you can spend time in nature. I'll show you a clip of when I hiked it, and that'll really give you the picture. But Cerro Volador, you will not regret it. Hi everybody, I'm still in Medellin, and took the metro all the way from La Estrella in the south all the way to Prado, which is a couple stops past San Antonio. And there's this big park. It's called like Cerro de Volcanero or something like that. I'll put the right spelling. But basically, it was a little hard to find walking all the way from the Prado station. But man, you know how it is when you always climb to the top of something. How awesome it is. Man, this is what I'm talking about. This is it, man. So lush, so green. This is Medellin. I'll be honest, the first time I went to Cerro Volador, I went the total wrong way. I got off at the Prado stop and I walked through this amazing neighborhood that had more mechanics than you've ever seen, and they were literally selling taxis on the street for blocks and blocks and blocks. Not the way to get there. The way to get there is to go to El Estadio station. This is right by 70. You maybe heard of 70. It's a popular place with a lot of clubs, and it's by the stadium. So once you get off at El Estadio station, go north on 70, the famous Avenue 70. You'll walk along the stadium, this track, all these athletic facilities that they have. And then once you get past that, you'll go about 5 more blocks and you'll run into literally dead end into this huge hill, right? And you'll see where there's a place to access these stairs that can get you onto Cerro Volador, and there's many trails on the actual hill. Great views, amazing. Definitely won't regret it, especially if you're a hiker and you're just trying to get some nature, get some steps in away from the city. It's really amazing. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, just showing you that there are some unique things. Not really off the beaten trail. It's just that you kind of need to know that these things exist. If you keep watching Medellin Top 10, or you keep talking to people at the hostel, they're gonna tell you the same basic stuff. Graffiti tour, going out in Poblado, and maybe trying bandeja paisa. All of these things are great, and just being in Medellin helps you kind of understand the culture and what makes Medellin special. But you kind of got to make an effort to go where it's not just a tourist trap, or where they aren't expecting tourists, because that's where you really see the beauty of Medellin, whether it's like Cerro Volador and it's the nature that's found right within Medellin, or if it means going to a different barrio, a little different area like Sabaneta, and seeing how real Colombians live in Medellin. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a great day, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. To the top, and wow, this is a great view. And I ran into this great guy named Dave, and he's actually learning English, so I was like, hey, do you want to record a language exchange? Because he actually asked.
Place in Nikia is over here like this, but it's more higher, so you can see all the view. I think almost all Medellin in just a view.
Okay, so that on my next trip to Medellin, so that I remember, this is for my future self. Okay, Nikia, last stop on the metro. Okay, and then is there a name of the hill? Where do I need to go to get the view? Cerro el Quitasur. Sol, like sun. Quita Sol. Is dos palabras? Quita Sol. So that's gonna be, Quita will be Quuita. Quita Sol. S-O-L. Cerro de Quita Sol. I love these hills, and I'm telling you, the views are everything. They never get old, man. They never get old. Every time I see a view of Medellin, it's like, just wow. The amount of green there is in the city is just, it's time have this many people here but still be so beautiful. It's just crazy. And how can a city, how can bricks look so beautiful?
Pablo Escobar says that Medellin has everything.
I mean, es verdad.
Beautiful women, opportunities to job, maybe opportunities to grow or develop your career or your social.
Wow. You realize that's quite profound to hear that from somebody from Medellin, to quote Pablo Escobar in such a positive light and such a truthful statement. I mean, it's so true. I can continue from there. Has great weather.